So a lot of the models, even today, when it comes to things like price elasticity estimation, are based on your standard stats models, maybe some hierarchical models, et cetera, et cetera. But the causal machine learning is actually a real thing. It's been around for a number of years. That's what we typically use at our practice, but it's just a much better way to isolate the true impact of pricing on your demand. And then reinforcement learning, right? So think about building dynamic pricing model, or think about building a really strong demand model, right? You need, right, reinforcement learning to actually get that system and get that engine to be optimal and to learn from itself and just make it better over time. And that's where kind of reinforcement learning really comes in. When we've done the research, we do this about once a year with Revology. We do this thing called Revenue Growth Analytics Maturity Scorecard. And we survey companies across a variety of pricing and RGM elements of what they're doing, what their practices are in terms of analytics and strategy and promotion effectiveness and marketing analytics and things like that. But what we've noticed is that I would say the top 5th percentile of companies, they do these things really well, right? So as you look at kind of these capabilities along the axis of high volume transactions / retail type companies, like lots of B2C, versus more complex B2B, right? If you have to do special product specs and product bundling and a bunch of CPQs, versus on the horizontal axis, you look at more revenue expansion type capabilities versus margin protection type capabilities, right? These are the 7 or 8 things that companies do today, right?